Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the majestic one, Miss Steve Marks, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
And we are wrestling with one last preview of WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2, everything you want to know. And in mere hours, minutes, seconds, you should be listening to WrestleMania. How?
On the remix, debuting on YouTube for the first time in 6 years. The remix comes to YouTube. James and I bring you the live streaming alternate commentary audio experience that you've all known and loved for the past 6 years, and this time we get monetized and then demonetized. The remix.
Alright, and there were some new matches announced. A match we never knew we never wanted. Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Who wins, Scooter?
Immigrant, uh, well, if they're really pushing Omos, then clearly Omos is going to win. And I had a very feeling in the pit of my stomach that Omos is going to be champion by SummerSlam.
I Why would you say that? Unless it's a
Well,
call rerun.
they're pushing the undefeated streak. Uh, they're giving him that traditional big man push, and that always ends up with a title program.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be the WWE Championship. I mean, right now it seems like Titans hold those titles.
Well, then it almost has to become an eternal. Didn't think I'd come back with that one, did you, James?
I was going more of the, the Titans assemble, the Titans together, or something of like that.
Teen Titans go!
Little puffy Yami Yumi in this bitch. Um, Another match we didn't ask for, but they're giving us the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods versus Sheamus and Ridge Harlan. Who wins?
Butch!
Adam Cole, Bebe.
If they end up renaming Ridge Holland Luke, I'm out of here.
Luke Holland.
No, just Luke, because then you'll have Luke and Butch. The I guess you call them, the Tushwhackers, which sounds like a very bad porn, but uh, uh, yeah, Sheamus and Holland.
Honestly, New Day. There's no way that they broke Big E's neck and they're not going to give them the win for the feel good moment. Um, Something we talked about last week, but it doesn't seem like it came. One thing that I will say, the Andre the Giant couldn't get on WrestleMania Battle Royal was yesterday, and Madcap Moss won. So yeah,
And I had the 5 of the last 6 people were the ones I thought were most likely to win, and that 6th man ended up winning it.
It just seems like that's the nobody gives a fuck battle royal.
Well, this could be good news. It could mean that, he's going to be fired soon.
I thought he was fired like 5 times in the past 2 years.
Remember, there are more Andre the Giant Battle Royal winners that are not under contract than there are under contract.
Including the first one.
And the second one.
And the third one.
Now the third one was Baron Corbin.
Oh shit. Um
And the fourth one.
and the fifth one.
God, 134? Yes, that's correct.
Matt Hardy.
Yep, and the sixth one? Braun and Jey Uso. So literally, Baron Corbin and Jey Uso.
And the only reason Jey Uso is still there is because of his Us Roman. So we getting back to what I was talking about. We talked about some matches that were just predictions at that point that didn't become actual matches. One of them being Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Another surprising match that isn't happening is no Ricochet match. Who's the current Intercontinental Champion?
Well, he did defend the Intercontinental title last night on SmackDown against Angel and Umberto in a triple threat match.
That's correct, but if it happens on the WrestleMania SmackDown before WrestleMania, does anybody really see it?
Uh, yeah, I would say so. It was a pretty decent match.
Hey, it's not the skill of the combatants. I mean, I'm a big Angel Garza fan. Um, it's about that a lot more people would have saw it if it was on WrestleMania. No?
Mm,
What?
mm.
What?
Even if it was on WrestleMania, it probably would have been an afterthought.
I mean, you might be right, but there could have been a possibility that it was something that people was looking forward to. I mean, would you rather see the New Day versus than Rich Holland and Sheamus, or would you rather see a titles match for the Intercontinental or United States title?
I'd rather see Shane O'Mac.
Which is not out of the question. You know, Cody
Oh, he's
maybe
gonna
there, maybe not.
he's gonna be in the building. Shane has his trespasses have been forgiven.
I wonder who he knows in that building that got him over.
Oh, some 2-bit hack from Texas, some ginger ninja.
Conan O'Brien?
Exactly, yes.
Oh, okay. I even heard that Marco Stunt was maybe Seth Rollins' opponent for his match.
Oh, hello, I'm Marco Stunt. The old Stunt family has been, we are a multi-generational family in, pro wrestling. Yes. Oh, you might know my brother, Hornswoggle Stunt.
When did Marco Stunt become the son of Jim Cornette?
I'll tell you what, I'll be around, something like that. Look, Jim Cornette does not sound like an Irish leprechaun pixie type thing with stuff in the hey.
I mean, he kind of does. Motherfucker. Um,
Oh, I think we also need to address the fact that uh, Booker either Booker T cried last night at the ceremony, or he was high as hell.
I mean, it could be a little bit
His
of both.
his eyes are were redder than an apple on harvest day.
That's really red.
I mean, he just didn't have pink eye. He had pinker eye.
Um, so to my point, should we have Intercontinental and United States Championship matches at WrestleMania? Doesn't
Oh, yes, absolutely. But when the WWE doesn't treat them as important, why should the fans, want to see them?
well, I mean, Finn Balor is one of, I want to say, the big one of the bigger stars. And they've been pushing Damian Priest to the moon, so why not give Priest a Mania moment, another one? And I mean, Ricochet they've been trying to promote, and I mean more for Balor and Priest because they've been telling that story, and the Ricochet Garza just seems kind of half-assed at this point, but they got there. Um, but when you don't have a WWE Championship match, it's in the same one as the Universal. Don't you want to put more titles on the card? Doesn't that make sense?
Again, yes, but when you're not developing the titles as a point in a feud, it renders them meaningless. And having a title match for the sake of having a title match is something that, when done at WrestleMania, 95% of the time fails spectacularly. And it ends up being 30 seconds.
I want to say that's Rey Mysterio
It's a,
versus Layfield.
yeah, somehow it always usually involves Rey Mysterio.
So you're saying that the Logan Paul and Miz Rey Mysterio Dominic Mysterio is going to be a shitfest?
Oh, of course.
Because his outfits are spectacular, but then that bell has to ring. Right, and we talked about it a little bit, but Seth Rollins does have a match at Mania. It's Vince McMahon's choosing. How how likely is it to be Shane McMahon at this point?
Uh, mm, not. It's not going to be Shane.
Then Marco Stunt.
Mm, maybe.
And
I've heard it might actually be Peter Avalon.
hmm,
I've even I've even heard that it might even be former WCW champion David Arquette.
Well, that would put some asses in seats. And if this is a celebrity mania, which it kind of seems it is, then that would make sense. I mean, it could even be Disco Inferno for all we know.
I mean, that would be very appropriate. The man who burns it down versus burn, baby, burn. Um, dang it, who else is that? Oh, I had someone in mind and now, Barry Horowitz.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Bret Hart just mentioned him and said,
Yeah,
why isn't that guy in the Hall of Fame? And I couldn't agree more.
yeah. As a young Jewish boy, he was there before Goldberg, and he taught me that that a Jew could keep getting their ass kicked over and over and still keep moving forward.
Um,
But I will never, nobody will ever forget where they were when Barry Horowitz won his first match.
I do remember where I was when that match happened. I wasn't alive.
I was in Miami,
Hmm. And
and no, I was not doing anything with Will Smith.
Will screwed Will. Um, Becky Lynch revealed that the people in the crowd, they're not actually chanting Cody, whoever that could be, but they're actually chanting Colby, which is
Which is Seth's first name.
no, I was alluding to Colby Carino, who his father does work for WWE. So,
Not not anymore. See, Karina was released a long time ago. He was
oh,
released in that. Yeah,
maybe they forgave each other. Uh, it could be
but
Colby
I mean,
Carino for all we know.
Colby is Seth Rollins, non-kayfabe name.
It's his host name.
His non-quite good on toast name.
Yes.
He is Colby Lopez.
Who's that guy?
Seriously, though, God, Booker must have been high. Ugh.
All right. We should probably get out of here so we could set up for the remix in probably minutes now.
Yeah. All right. I'll bring the hookers and cocaine.
Oh, so I just need to sew up?
And oh, we forgot one more match. Stu versus Pendis.
Oh. I didn't even know that they resurrected Stu Hart.
I didn't say Stu Hart. I just said Stu.
Is it like a beef stew? Kobasi?
Uh, it's a
Fish?
beef boy.
Hmm. Sounds delicious. Um,
God, you don't remember Elliot Tyler, do you?
Once again, how should you listen to WrestleMania in Neil minutes?
Well, you could go to your local junkie and get the official remix cup and string. And you just put it to the air and listen from us yelling very loudly. But in all seriousness, you can listen to us ragging the shit out of Logan Paul, courtesy of the remix on YouTube. It's huge. It's a debut. We are rolling out the slightly used brown carpet for this.
Mm.
It's gonna be it's
Stupendous.
gonna be something. Yeah. It's gonna be it. I don't know what it is, but I know it when I see it.
All right.
Remix on YouTube, James and me.
If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment both on YouTube and Castbox. Of course, this is sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Uh, follow. Join us this Wednesday as we interview JXT. Um, and of course, you can follow the show at Wrestling with Ebert on Twitter and Instagram for all your wrestling entertainment news and needs. You can follow us individually as well. I am at JamesJ993. You can follow Kaliko at I am Kaliko. Hopefully, he'll post some pictures of WrestleMania and what he's doing and his exploits. Um, and where can they find Scooter?
On Twitter at Scooter Dust. Of course, James and I on the YouTube with the remix and hey, the remix on YouTube, the only live streaming alternate commentary audio experience. And of course, look me up in all my Twitch antics on numerous channels, but mainly with Rico Constantino Jr. and the rest of the Smoking Dragons clan, twitch.tv/Smoking Dragons.
For Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James Shea, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Yo, book, pass that joint.
Hey guys, this is Brutal Bob Evans from Hangs with Bob Seminars and TheWrestleLife.com, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.